Thank you for coming to meet with me, Mr. Castro.
Thanks for inviting me, Mr. Khrushchev. I would first like to discuss our relationship and the status of our two nations. The United States has placed an embargo on our nation, and our economy is suffering as a result. Is there any way that we could come up with a mutually beneficial deal?
I think that this is a good idea. We would not want your economy to collapse. We are willing to buy your sugar in exchange for our oil.
Thank you very much. That is very important to us for a sustainable economy.
I would also like to sincerely congratulate you on your successful defense to the American attack in the Bay of Pigs. I understand that you have decided to govern as a socialist republic. This is fantastic news, and the Soviet Union supports you 100%.
Thank you. It is great to have the backing of a world superpower such as yourself. John?
Yes, Bobby?
The generals and I agree that action needs to be taken against the development of communism in Cuba. Fidel Castro continues to develop his relationship with Khrushchev and the Soviet Union. We believe that we need to invade Cuba and take out Castro. Cuba is only 90 miles off the coast of Florida. We cannot let them threaten us so close to our homeland.
Are you sure that this won't have any repercussions? This seems a bit rushed.
We have planned the attack and we don't see any problems. We plan on bombing the Cuban airfields to disable their planes. Next, we will land in the Bay of Pigs and launch an attack. The goal? Kill Castro.
I feel uneasy about this, but I'm going to trust you this time, Bobby.
Mr. President, our U-2 spy planes have returned and we have images of Cuban military bases. I think you want to see this.
Not right now, Kenny. I'm really busy. Can we do this later?
John, you need to see this.
Is it the Soviets?
We believe so, sir.
Oh my God. Dad, I saw something on the news. Are we gonna be okay?
Yes, son. I think so, but we'll have to see what happens.
Okay.
You wanted me, Mr. President?
General LeMay, please have a seat. We have a situation.
Sir, I'm aware of the situation, and I know what we need to do. We need to bomb these Cuban bases and get rid of these missiles as soon as possible.
LeMay, do you want a World War III?
Sir, I am trying to protect our country from getting nuked by the Soviet Union.
LeMay, if we drop airstrikes on these missiles, we're gonna have a nuclear war on our hands anyway.
Well, fine. God. I got it.
Me too.
A blockade! We're gonna place a blockade upon the country.
You mean Cuba?
Yes, we're gonna surround Cuba with our ships, and we're gonna check every Soviet Union ship coming in or out of the country, and if there's any sort of missiles on it, we'll turn it back and not let anything get in or out without our knowing.
But couldn't they see this as an act of war?
See, that's the thing. If it's called a blockade, they'll think of it as an act of war, but we're gonna call it a quarantine.
This is a very good idea.
Mr. Ambassador, we need to discuss a deal between our nations to get the missiles out of Cuba.
I agree.
Well, the United States has come up with a plan that we want to talk to you about. We are willing to stop the blockade on Cuba and not interfere in any way with the country as long as the Soviet Union takes their nuclear missiles out of Cuba.
You know I can't do that, Bobby. I cannot do that.
Wait. There's more. The United States is also willing to take our nuclear missiles out of Turkey in a few years' time, but the condition is that this information stays out of the eyes of the public. Nobody can know. But we will take our missiles out.
I'll see what I can do with my superior advisors.
Sir.